Eleanor said, "Try, may I help you?" Certainly. Hang on a moment. What time? Oh, I'm sorry, we're not open on the Saturday lunch. No, we're open in the evening, 6 o'clock. Sorry about that. Thank you, bye. I love the atmosphere because from when I get up in the morning, I haven't got this feeling, oh my goodness, I've got to go to work. And walking into the restaurant, as soon as I walk in, I feel as though, right, we're off now. And to create a nice atmosphere for the people that are coming in.
I'm due to retire at the end of next month, so...
This is what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. Well, retire. I don't say I'm going to retire.
No.
I'm sort of half retired. So I've been coming up and down.
Yeah, we'll be popping in now and then,
Yeah.
but not actually having to take responsibility for making sure everything's just so...
That's right.
Yeah. Yes, no, that's probably rather
You're
like
most welcome. Wonderful. Enjoy your meal and we'll wait for Mr. Watts to come along.
That's right. Well, I should look out on the website now to see if we're in there.
I do greet the customers when they come in, and I more or less recognise them, and I know where they like to sit, and I make sure that they've got the table they like.
Well, the point is, she's the most popular lady in Soho. Take it from me.
Well, Soho for me is where I started my life in the catering, which I had no idea that I was going to be any good, because I started as a seamstress, and from a seamstress to go into Soho and be a waitress, I thought, oh, I'd never do it. But from the moment that I did start, with the help of the girls that I knew that all worked there at the Café Bleu, they really helped me along, and I loved it. This was the Café Bleu, and it was one famous place. This is where I got to know all the stars of today when they were all coming here, youngsters, and training, whatever. And it brought back so many memories, which I shall never forget. It's made my life very, very rich because I still see them all, generation after generation. And Soho was wonderful. It was really a village. There was the lovely shops and the bakeries. There was everything. You had the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. If you wanted a pair of shoes made, you could have gone to and he would have made you a pair of shoes. You didn't have to go anywhere else. You could get everything in Soho. And of course, now things have changed completely. It may be a village, but it's not a village as it was. Definitely not. Well, my father, he came over, he did his army service in Italy, and then he decided that he needed to leave, and he came to England, mostly for work, but he never ever went back. He was so happy to be here, and he was grateful that they allowed him to work, and he worked for the same company for 35 years. And my mother came over, and she met my father here. But they didn't know one another in Italy. But it was only when they decided to get married that they sent for their certificates and found out both of them have been adopted. My mother and my father had been adopted. And they came from the same orphanage. Would you think that was possible? Being that we mostly grew up in Clerkenwell, and the community there was fantastic, and we'd all play out in the street, we'd all go into one another's houses. I had a dear friend of mine who had, her father was Greek, and she used to say, "Eleanor, is your mother making risotto?" "Oh, I'm coming over." And so I used to say, "Is your mother making pizza?" "Your grandmother, not your mother, your grandmother," because the grandmother did all the cooking. So she says, "Oh, she's making pizza, I'm coming over." So, you know, there was that relationship amongst us children, which was great. There was English, Italian, Irish, and Greeks. And we all got on very well together. There's a lot of intermarriaging as well. Well, we more or less grew up in the same community in Clerkenwell. I was born in Eyre Street Hill and Alda was born in Little Saffron Hill. So we all went to school together, but the boys and the girls were completely separate. And we used to all meet in the street, play together in the street. And as the years went on and we got older, and then we left school at 14. But eventually we met up again when I was about 19. And I used to go dancing. And some of the girls, Alda, why don't you come? No, I said, I'd rather play football. But then another friend of ours got him to come dancing. And he started to come dancing, and she helped him a lot. She taught him how to dance. And then he started asking me to dance. And officially, then we became dancing partners. Well, at the moment, because Aldo's had an injury, I really make sure that I've got everything ready. I get his cereal ready. Up I go, get myself ready for work, come down. Do you want another cup of tea before I go? Yes, please. Make him another cup of tea. And then I go down the stairs. Eleanor, you know I love you. I said, I know, I've heard that before. Soho has changed quite a lot. When you think about working there when the bombs were coming down and everybody patience with one another and that, and then what it is now, you can't compare. It's like youngsters, they've changed completely to when we were young, but that's their life. We've had our life and we've enjoyed it. Well, I feel I've had a very, very rich life and I've enjoyed every moment, the ups and downs, but I've got over them. And to me, you've got to help the youngsters now.
Logical?
It's no good saying, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. You've got to just help them along because they need help, like we needed help when we were young. And thank goodness for the people that did help us, I've got to this age.